Oh, right. This is my very first tier list that I have ever made. I personally think that tier lists are a very cheap form of entertainment that a lot of people run. However, I would like to discuss all of the civilizations and how memey I think they are. Specifically, I would like to look at the meme options that every single civ has. I also would like to look at their team meme potential and at what elo these memes can be done. My ultimate goal here is for you guys to feel more comfortable running memes with different civs. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Aztecs, first thing that comes to mind is the smash. I don't really see a huge amount of team game meme potential. I mean, you're not really going to sling the Aztec player into something. I feel like you oftentimes end up playing relatively meta. Very strong though, due to the higher gold collection rate and the upgrades for the monks giving them additional HP. That's why the smash works so well. You can also do heavier on eagles with some monks behind. Works very, very well in the 1v1 ladder. Overall, I think it's relatively high high APM required and works better at higher ELOs, probably like 13, 14, 1500 elo works quite nicely at. I think 1000 elo you end up just losing all of your siege right away. Noboru Rush is another meme option that you could go with, which you just go eagles with. However, I would argue that Mayans potentially do that better, or Incas is kind of similar. Therefore, I'm going to put this one in the B tier, not super duper impressed. Bengali, I feel like always it has so much potential because of those villagers that you can make with them. The only one that I've really come up with is actually I guess there's two memes that I've covered on my channel in terms of Bengalis. One is the Capsho Monk Rush that you can do. You can go 20 pop. No, 24. Frick, I forgot. Now I have to like make a new tab and everything. Oh dang it! You guys just saw all of that. Ugh. Whatever. You guys can know that I have Age of Empires and stuff like that up. Specifically, what do I want to find here? Manage videos. Bengali 24. Yeah, it's a 20 pop monk rush, which is really, really fun to play around with. This one was kind of a failed experiment that I did. The Bengali 24 is very, very strong on closed maps where you go for a castle drop very, very early on, potentially just as early as Franks can do it, and just go Rafa, because those units are very, very versatile. Do die to skirmishers and stuff like that. Not super impressed with them either, though. I'm gonna put them in the B tier for myself. I think they're pretty effective if you're monk rushing or if you are able to do the 24 castle drop. Also at higher elos, we're talking like 13 to 1500 elo. I think they can be very, very effective. At Berber Villager Rush, really one-dimensional, really lame. You gotta be like 600 elo to do that. So F tier, obviously, we don't have to discuss that very, very much. Berber Villager Rushing is the worst. No team meme potential either, just stupid, dumb, needs to be nerfed. No, I'm just playing. S tier. S tier. S tier for me. The reason it's S tier for me is because I have reached the highest elo memeing with them. You have the Berber Villager 1.0 rush, the Berber Villager 2.0 rush. So 1.0 is where you send 1 or 2 villagers forward. Then the 2.0 is you collect both of your boars and just send 10 villagers forward. There's different variations, like Fool of a Took is on his own variation where he constructs the lumber camp at home rather than constructing it forward. It's a lot of fun to do. It's very effective at lower elos as well. People often tell me, oh, I just climbed like 200 or 300, 500 elo points with this strategy. Works on all things on the ladder. Hera did not give me credit in his last video for this out-of-the-box strategy that has been popularized on rank. I'm doing the air quotation marks for that one. I think it's also great in team memes. If you go for Berber Villager Rush, oftentimes you will get the attention from the second player, thus allowing your ally to go for a castle age aggression, and normally you can just win the game in that nature. Kind of what we do in the Lombardia strat as well. In the Lombardia strat, you just TC drop with something like Persians, Sicilians, or something in that nature. Keep both enemies busy, and then your ally does the clean-up job with a strong Knight Civ. Bohemians. When I first saw Bohemians, wow, did I think that was cool. There's a lot of things that you can do with Hussite wagons on arena, but in open maps, not very much that you can do with them. A lot of monk cheese that people do. Fast imp monk rush, very, very strong with them. Not necessarily a meme, in my opinion. Double Hussite wagons, 2 castles, kind of like how Portuguese have the double organ guns. I'm not convinced. In Bohemians, and maybe, I mean, if I go on my channel, there's like no Bohemian videos, even in like team memes, nothing really going on for them. I'm gonna have to put these guys in the C rank, and I wouldn't even know what elo these guys would be very effective as, because yeah, I don't know. Britons. Meta boy. Meta boy. That's what you are when you pick Brits. Now, Brits are really good with their archers, but arguably, I'd say Ethiopians for the memes is better. Like, if you're doing a Cuman ram rush, for example, what are you going to do with Britons who don't get their bonus till Castle Age, the additional range? There's just better meme archer civs out there. You can do a Tati rush with them, but once again, you're in feudal age with a Tati rush. Tati rush is where you go for a 3 archer range all in. Britain's not so good. D tier, in my opinion. First D tier. There might even be F tier, to be honest with you. That's actually kind of a debate. F tier. F tier. You know what? F tier. Now, up next, Bulgarians. I love... It's Bulgarians, right? Bulgarians, Burgundians. I always get those two mixed up. Bulgarians. I used to love Bulgarians. The 15-minute arm rush with the instantaneous minute arm upgrade that you get from going up. Very spicy. The no loom Bulgarian rush into minute arms, where you pump out 5 minute arms, can end games right at the beginning. You could do Krepos rushes with them. Krepos a little bit weaker than a castle, but really get good bang for their buck. And their unique unit is probably some of my favorite units, with the conics that counter their counter unit when they stand up. I would say for myself, A unit. Also love team game meme potential. If somebody slings you to full conic early on, can be really, really strong. Also, their siege stuff is half price. So we have done ones where we go for two-handed swordsman because you get that one for free. Let me see if I can find that. Bulgarian. This one. Fast siege ram strategy, because the food cost is half. It's reduced by half. And you get the two-handed swordsman upgrade for free. And this one was absolutely nuts. We just cleared absolutely everything, as I have to watch commercials for my own freaking thing. Well, whatever. Dang it! Commercial interruption. I hate commercials so much. Oh, it's a fun game. Oh, I have so much fun. Basically, what ended up happening is we just... Parts in this one was like, oh, you gotta resign. Ran all the way around with the Rams, murdering everything in the way. And of course, I don't know why I was expecting anything different. Thank you, Inner Mehmet. Really fun. Love team game, meme potential as well. A tier. Talking about A tiers, I think Bulgarians. I hate that they're next to each other. I hate that I can't pronounce either of them. Burgundians, also really, really high meme potential. You can do the Berber villager rush with Burgundians by means of getting wheelbarrow in Dark Age, and then your villagers are faster. It just costs more resources. You're potentially losing free villagers on that. But with that being said, still very, very viable to rush with them. You can get the Dark Age wood upgrade, but more so in team memes, having Cavalier early on is great if you are doing something like a Khmer chop, where you chop through the wood line on arena and then just run in with knights. Burgundians are a great option for that. And whenever you want to sling, get them up to Castle Age, you can get the Imp wood upgrades, all of the upgrades basically, and just sling yourself, or sling not yourself, your ally to victory. A tier. Burmese, man, that is a difficult one for me. You would think that it would be great. We have done some with Huns in combination, where on Fortress you go for a Rambai and Tarkans, and that works pretty well. But that works just as well with Berber Camel Archers or any other ranged unit. Would even work with Spanish Conquis, in my opinion. Seeing the relics, not that big of a deal. You could think that there could be some kind of a meme with Lithuanians picking them up. No, not so much for me. We're going to go with D tier on that. Elo strategies that this one works. I know I'm not covering the Elo on each one of these, but whatever. Leave it for what it is. Procaster over here. Byzantines, you think so much meme potential with the cheaper trash units, and I say no. If you have a great Byzantine meme for me, additional HP on the houses, I have done a TC drop with them. Actually, I've TC dropped with every single civilization. I call that the A to Z challenge for myself. Byzantines are decent with the 10% in Dark Age, 20% in Feudal Age, especially on Arena. TC dropping with them is quite good. But other than that, not many other memes that I could come up with myself. I think they're probably C tier, honestly. I might move Bohemians down. I know. That's nuts. Just like in comparison, I think Byzantines is slightly more memey than, just because of the TC drop that you can do and the mass trash flood all in. But that's kind of meta with them to a certain degree. Celts, wonderful, wonderful meme civ in my opinion. One of the things that you can do is 22 pop all in men at arms. You actually run faster than archers, and you can just all in with them. You can do the Huang rush with them. Men at arms, I think, is really, really effective, especially at like 14, 15, even 1600 elo. Whole bunch of siege with knights, with monks potential. Team game meme, not so much. It's kind of like a standalone, in my opinion. Very, very strong though overall. Just because of the team game, I'm gonna have to give it a and not a S. Chinese. There's and Huang, like 2,400 elo 1v1. Easy working over there. I need to speed this up, don't I? Yeah, I really do. Chinese, bad. Not many memes that I can come up with. Still better than Britons though. Chukanu are something, and they are fun. You can do a really cool combination. We haven't done that one very much with Chinese and Teutons, where you put Chukanu in Teuton bombard towers and you can shoot 4 cannonballs. Not very fun. Oh, sorry, not very fun. Very fun, not very strong. Cumans! So much potential with Cumans. Ram rush on arena, very, very strong. Follow that up with Goths or Ethiopians and put archers in there. A lot of fun to do. Double TC drop, kind of dead now because the construction time has been bugged. Booming for your allies and slinging them, very, very strong as well. Full step lancers is also hilarious. Not very strong, but still. Or if you're talking about not very strong but hilarious, the Cuman quadruple fast imp rush, in which you just get 20 free kip checks per castle. We never run it anymore because it is dog food. If your opponent just goes skirmishers, it is really, really bad. Let me see if I can find that one for you. Oh yeah, there's the long swords with the Bulgarians. Boop, 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 boop. Kip checks. Yeah, and you can do that with like anything too. It's absolutely hilarious. 20 free kip checks per castle. A lot of fun. Really bad overall, in my opinion. But Cumans, I hate to say it, but S tier, man. S tier. A lot of memes that you can do with them 1v1. A lot of teams that you can do with them 2v2. Dravidians, I think, very, very underrated in my opinion. You are wonderful doing Tati rushes with them, meaning that you can drop down 3 archery ranges at the beginning of feudal age with 20 pop or 21 pop. You can also go for an all-in men-at-arm rush. They have the cheaper blacksmith upgrades, which really helps, as well as that 200 additional wood. That bonus is much bigger than you would think. Also helps with memes such as TC drops in feudal age on arena, in which you place a tower and then break down the gate, drop a TC on your opponent's face. Absolutely hilarious in my opinion. Team meme, not so much, although you could even use them on Nom, New Oasis meta, where you put a whole bunch of cannon galleons in the center to get the population space from your docks. I'm going to go A tier on this one. Elephant Archer is just not strong enough to just Elephant Archer it. Ethiopians have some really fun memes as well. First of all, just a much better archer civ than Britons because the bonus of 18% faster shooting already kicking in Dark. I know I'm not really talking about the elos, but I feel like a lot of these have potential to work on low elos as well. I would say the Dravidian works at mid elos, maybe not on high elos, but 1500 I've definitely still pulled off the Tati rush as well as pulled off the all in men at arm rush, very meany, very all inny. Ethiopians better than Britons in every single way. Feudal age immediately getting the 100 gold and 100 food makes it so that they have a great standalone strategy as well with full show tells on arena. One of my absolute favorite strategies. 21 pop, full show tell. Even better if you combine that with Teutons, and Teutons farm sling you just a tiny bit. Really, really fun to do. Gonna go with A tier. Tati Rush also very, very viable. Any Archer Civ is really viable with that. Franks, meta, 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 boy. Meta, 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 boy. Bad. Like, yeah, the thing that comes to mind when you're talking about Frank memes is like a 14-minute castle drop and then go throwing axemen and stuff like that. But I feel like Bengalis do that better because their unit is better for that. Like throwing axemen is probably the meme that you're thinking of here. Or you could drop several castles on your opponent, is relatively effective on lower elos. You could even go like petards with that. I don't think it's that fun. I don't think Franks is that fun. Franks does have a lot of team game meme potential, although I think they're also outshined by other civilizations in that regard that can just produce either stronger knights in cavalier in Castle Age or a different variety that doesn't take damage from TCs and yada yada blah blah. And for that reason, I'm going to actually put them in the C tier. That's not to say that you can't meme with them. It's just not that good. I know that we're like really heavy on the A tiers. Maybe I'll change up some stuff a little bit later on. But it is what it is right now. Goths, really, really good team game meme potential. 1v1, you have the T90 rush, the all-in infinite militia rush. Kind of fun, pretty strong. You have people like Barry, who is like a 2.3k person running that strategy all the time. I personally don't find that meme very fun as I always lose my militia to the TC, but Goth Condo though, maybe just for like Goth Condo, I'll make this S tier. But then I have to make Italians S tier as well, right? No. Nah, I'm sorry. Also, this is like a combo. This is like a combo in itself. Like you have to have both of them and only both of them. So I'm gonna put both of these in B tier. But arguably, if you want the strongest meme in team possible, we're talking Black Forest, we're talking Michi, we're talking anything in that nature. I think these two are a hilarious combo, but we're looking at them as a standalone pairing. And if we're looking at a standalone pairing, I think we're going to have to put them in the B list category. Gurjaras, probably one of the most broken 1v1 civs out there. Not very fun to meme with. There was a while where people were going Siege Elephant on Arena, which was pretty funny, but once again, standalone, not so much. You can do very, very fast Gurjara Archer rushes, very, very fast Gurjara Scout rush. It used to be way more broken when you could sheep sling to them. There was a really fun one where you could garrison sheep into your mill, like if you found your opponent's sheep. So we had a squad for that to find their sheep, and you couldn't take control back even if you didn't have any units around them. So the only option was for them to kill their own sheep. Absolutely hilarious. We had like Celts in that one to steal the sheep. We had Mongols in there for the bigger line of sight for the scouts, and I think that was about it. Anyway, that was really fun. It was a little exploit that you could do. Still really, really strong. Do it much better than Franks in team memes where one person is slowing down the other. I think I'm going to have to go with A tier over here as well. Hindustanis, Ghulams, broken. We did a double Ghulam castle, kind of like how Portuguese do the organ guns, and it's pretty solid, pretty fun, but just Ghulams against two opponents. It's not going to have the same effect as Goth Kondo. For that reason, we're just going to put that into the C tier. We're just comparing to other memes that you can run. Huns, oof, rough one. Really, really rough, because Huns do have Tarkans. Like full Tarkans is a very, very fun meme to run, in my opinion. But other than Tarkans, they don't have very much going on for them. C tier. Unless you're playing on like Fortress or something like that, you're not even going to be able to meme that hard with them. Full Tarkans though is something to behold. Incas, kind of the same story as with Aztecs, although I'd say Aztecs do it a little bit better than Smosh. Smosh, yes, but then you have the Tower Rush, but the Tower Rush kind of got nerfed. We're looking at current. You used to have the Noboru Tower Rush, which was a lot of fun to do. We're going to go with B tier. You have Aztecs with the Smosh, and then Incas with the Tower Rush. Full Villager Rush is still on the table. We've done that one a couple of times. That one's pretty fun. So yeah, we'll put them in this category. They're almost identical to one another, in my opinion. Both having their own advantages. Japanese, quite disappointing overall. You'd think the attack speed would be huge. Not so much. You also have the cheaper mining camps and whatnot. Not very many memes that we have run with them. Their towers also pretty memey. Like you could go for full towers with them. Not that good. Not that good, in my opinion. If you guys have a meme with Japanese, like I guess you could go like 3-minute arm rush, but that's not really that exciting or memey, is it? We're really looking at the memiest civs here. Khmer, hands down, S tier. Khmer chop in team game memes, followed up by full boom and then Arb or Scorp or something in that nature. Standalone, this one works at 800 all the way up to 1400. I've made it work. 8 pop scouts. The step strat in which the Khmer player is able to get 10 to 11 minute double stable knights with upgrades is almost unlosable, in my opinion, and amazing. Monk Rush, we're talking 20 pop, 19 pop. Monk rushes, very, very viable as well. Great combination with Lithuanian. Go for the Khmer relic heist to get the Lithuanian player all of the relics is beautiful. Just so much potential because you don't need the buildings, obviously, to go up. Great sling potential because they can get to Castle Age so diggity dang skippity quick. Do I need to say more about why Khmer are wonderful? Elephants! They have elephants! Elephants in themselves, great meme as well. Koreans, war wagons, they're just strong. Is that even like a meme on Arena? Not really. Not really, I would argue. Korean Tower Rush. Might surprise you. I'm not the biggest fan of Tower Rushes. And if you are going to Tower Rush, I would argue that Teutons are significantly better than them. Get the stone upgrade as well. It's okay. Like not the stone upgrade for free, but they get faster stone. It's just disappointing in so many ways, shapes, and forms. I guess you could do a Tower Rush with Archer follow. I think I have done that. I've tried to make a meme for every single civilization, but overall I feel like Koreans kind of fall short in that regard. Oh, the spice. Ugh. It's just, Lithuanians are just so much fun. In 1v1, it's not a very strong strategy, but definitely will work from 1000 to 1300 elo-ish. Is the 5 militia pre-everything drush. The fast feudal into opponent resign, another great strategy there, in which you basically just get like a 5-minute feudal and hope that your opponent resigns. There's a lot of hilarity to be had with this civilization. Bring it to Castle Age, get a Khmer player to get all of those relics for you. Just very strong as well. For a while they had the infinite attack exploit, which was stupid. And I never actually used that exploit myself because I don't know. That's like borderline cheating on my opinion. But regardless, they're really, really, really strong, fun, memey civilization. Apathy's working on a 15 pop, up with them into Men at Arms and then Infinite Scouts. So much meme potential, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we see more memes with them because of the bonus that they have. Magyars. Full Magyar Scouts, not that impressive in my opinion, and team games also not super duper impressive. We're gonna have to speed this one up a little bit because we just have so many more civs to go over. C tier. Malay, 20 elephants, karambits. A lot of really fun memes that you can do with them. Ooh, it's close for me to S tier, but I think we're gonna have to put this one in A tier. 20 elephants in 20 minutes though, absolutely flipping tastic. Malians not so great in my opinion. Yeah, you get the university text faster, the wood reduction, the pierce armor in which you can combine, but it's just weaker than a lot of the other. Like Goth Condo is stronger than the Malian pierce armor. It is pretty good situationally if you're up against a whole bunch of archers getting that on the infantry. I forgot that Burmese actually also works with the Condo combination. Italians is pretty good for that at least, but no, haven't come up with very many good Malian ones, and therefore D tier. I think we're going to try and keep this in order-ish. Mayans. Good for Tati rushing because of the cheaper archers. Also good for Cuman ram rushing in terms of team game potential. Fine for the rush with either Eagles, Noble Rush on Arabia and stuff like that. I feel like they fall short, though, in comparison to the other two Meso Civs C tier from me. We're just, once again, just like comparing. FU Mangudai. I want to just like instantly just want to put them in F tier, but the more I think about it, you do have like 16 pop scouts with Mongols, which can really take somebody off guard. You do have 23 pop Castle Age 1v1 potential. It does also work with the step strat, as I've talked about previously, in which you get a really, really fast. And for that reason, no Mangudai. If you're going Mangudai, that's not a meme. Mangudai is not a meme in my opinion. Persians. I hate to do this, but I think I just have to put them in S tier. The original TC drop, the OG version of TCs, on your face, double the HP. Their unique unit, if you can get slung with Teuton Farm Sling on something like Michi or something like Arena, can be really, really fun. They have those stupid archers that just cost wood that you can infinitely generate. Persians. TC drops. Gotten these bad boys all the way up to 1600 or something in that nature myself. Another great contender, a new school. Talking about TC drops, new school TC drops with the villagers that heal HP. Kind of a combination of the Berbers and Persians. Great civilization. Volrafs, very, very cheesy. Another great thing that you can do, which I've had work at like 1200, 1300 ELO back when I was at that stage, is the Polish castle drop into full petards. Absolutely hilarious because they're stone mines gold. The more I think about it, the better I like Poles as well. You can also go for a cheeky tower rush with them. And by means of mining stone, you get enough gold for men at arms to go along with them. So I definitely put them in the S tier as well. They're also just like a great combination of Persians and Berbers, like previously mentioned, in terms of TC dropping. Just really, really fun, in my opinion. This one might be surprising. Portuguese, Vitoria play. It does have some meme potential, has some nom potential as well. If you're Konkan, Konkan Donk, it's fun, it's strong. There's definitely some unique memes with them, more so than maybe. Yeah, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt over here. Saracens, Tanti Rush, selling up stone, mining stone to get additional gold. Super fast castle ages. We've seen pros do a great job with them in tournaments as a legitimate meme pick to get up to castle age very, very quickly. A lot of versatility. The Memaluk kind of stinks though if you're going full Memaluks with Saracens. A tier. The archer combo is great. If you combine these two, for example, and you go Tati Rush with Ethiopians on something where people are going to wall, like Hideout or Oasis, people often do a wall there, or even Lombardia, you're going to shred those walls with those +2 against building bonus with archers, Sicilians, Absolute S tier in my regard. Actually, you know what? I think we might need can we add row above? Go full circle here. We have purple on the bottom, purple on the top, and let's make this S plus tier here. These are just so strong. As much as I would love to put Persians in the S plus tier, I think it's gonna be like this. Yeah, yeah, that seems about right. Just pure elo that was reached with them. They're on like one step higher. The amount of memes that you can do with, I actually like TC dropping with Sicilians more than I do with Persians. One, it's unexpected. Two, the construction time is so much faster. You only need 8 villagers to go forward with them. The spaghetti drop potential on Arena where your TC drop in Dark Age, take down the gate, TC drop them again is very strong. The Sicilian siege tower hop into castle drop on their face on Arena is amazing. The fast first crusade play is amazing as well. And all of these work at a whole variety of elo just based on the versatility there. I think Khmer and Sicilians are very versatile meme civs because of what they got going on. Slavic longswords with the siege tower hop is fun, not super duper strong. Haven't come up with other great meme ideas with their siege discount and whatnot. So sadly, Slavs is going to be plopped into the C tier as well. Spanish cannon galleons, just because of that. If you're conking and donking, it's such a strong strat. It's not very memey. It's just, oh, you got a castle on your face. You're gonna have to deal with it now. B tier, Nom, great potential. Combine that with like Turks as well. Mamma mia, really good in my opinion. Talking about really good in my opinion. Teutons with the farm sling, lot of team meme potential. Teuton tower rush is infamous. TC drops with Teutons a little bit weaker than you may expect because you have to garrison so much in them. You're not collecting a whole bunch of resource keys. Definitely inferior to the Persian TC drop, but this civ makes possible a lot of other memes. For example, Ethiopian Shotel that we talked about before. If you send over a villager and just make like 5 or 6 farms for the Ethiopian player, you're going to have a really good time. Malay going for those 20 elephants in 20 minutes. If you come over in feudal age, drop down a whole bunch of farms, the Malay player is going to have a really good time. And you can do that while you are tower rushing yourself. It's a very nice combo piece. Tatars. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tatars. I don't think I have a single meme for you guys, but still better than Britons. Turks, everybody knows the fast imp Turk play, kind of one-dimensional in that regard. Once again, a great combo piece over here with the ultimate range being really high. If you are going to run a non-New Oasis meta with the cannon galleons in the center, Turks, Spanish, and Portuguese, all very strong civilizations for that. The scouts getting free upgrades is nice. I've seen variations where you go fast imp and just go full hussar, which is kind of fun and kind of interesting in my opinion. not too memey of a civilization. Quite strong. There was that one guy on T90 who would always just like run forward and make Giannis on Arabia at lower elos, which is pretty funny, in my opinion. Vietnamese, oh man, Vietnamese is great on stuff like Nomad. It spots your enemies. I did a lame into elephant strategy, which was really, really fun. So, for that reason, lame into elephant is not very strong. Probably work at like 1,000, 1,100 elo. You're not going to increase your elo significantly with that strategy. But if you do want a TC drop and you want to know where they are, actually, like Portuguese, having the shared vision is pretty fun as well. You can combine these two and basically just know where all of the TCs are. Portuguese, I'm sorry, you're actually also inferior. Compared to some of these other civs, I'm sorry, Vietnamese, you're inferior as well. Yeah, this seems about right in my opinion. And Vikings, you might not think it, but Vikings is actually a lot of fun to meme with. Viking longboats on hill fort, Viking longboats on moat, going for a fast feudal Berber rush, getting wheelbarrow for free. Very good slinging civilization as well for that reason. Fully upgraded berserks is another meme that you could go for, especially on like Arabia or something in that nature. It could be kind of fun, but overall not that strong. And I think this is how we are going to leave it, and I'm quite happy with that. If I see you picking Britons, like the only meme I think I've ever done, I guess there's no. I mean, full longbows. Some people have tried. I think I have one video on the full longbows. I guess no, it's still trash. If I see you picking Britons, you better be doing the meta boy fake out where you're pretending to be going for an archer. I'm gonna go 1920 pop archers, and then actually just TC drop your opponent, which is hilarious in my opinion. Anyway, I'm not thinking of doing a whole bunch more tier lists, but I figured I would do this one time, have a big overview of all of them, and kind of give you guys an idea of what I think fun memes are. Versatility. Oh, talking about Khmer. Victoria heist on Mega Random though? Amazing. I really want a map in which everybody starts with a Victoria. I think that would be really, really fun. Water Nomad, Gurjaras also really strong. Anyway, memes, and dreams. Poop Lord out. Keep on walking.